thought it worked. Yeah, I must have.
Arrest me. Maybe the fire chief stand in for the police.
Friday, August 20. Oh, so this Friday. It's tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll send.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the.
I don't think I'm making it.
Apparently, they give you all the same ingredients. Whoever wins. Oh. Allowed a chef.
Well, with a little prep time, maybe I could manage that. Yeah, I'm sure we have somebody interested.
Yes. I tried to get either Mark. I don't know. You know where it is?
Let me see.
Richmond. Two other. Okay, welcome to the special meeting of the City Council for August 21st. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and our fire captain will start with us, Fire Chief. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the States of America. Roll call.
Councilmember Atkinson.
Present.
Councilmember Barnes.
Present.
Councilmember Nason, absent.
Here? Well, Nason is not here.
Vice Mayor Moss.
Here.
Mayor Wow.
Here.
New business, resolution number 2014-75, providing for the appointment to the offices of this city that were to be elected on Tuesday, November 4th, 2014. Staff recommendation that the City Council adopt resolution number 2014-75, a resolution of the Albany City Council providing for the appointment to the offices of this city that were to be elected on Tuesday, November 4th, 2014.
You want to do the staff report?
Please, thank you, Madam Mayor. The nomination period for the office of City Council for the 4-year term, which we have 2 available seats, and for the 2-year term, which we have 1 available seat, opened on July 14th, 2014, pursuant to the Elections Code. For the 4-year term, the nomination period closed on August 8th, 2014, and we had 2 individuals qualify as candidates for that office of the City Council. For the 2-year term, we received 1 individual who submitted paperwork and qualified for the office of City Council 2-year term. That nomination period was extended until August 13th, 2014, pursuant to the Elections Code, as the incumbent did not file for that particular office and seat. Given that we have 3 candidates qualified for the office of City Council and 3 available seats, the council has a couple options to consider pursuant to the Elections Code. The council may either choose to cancel the election and appoint the eligible candidates to the office, or the council may choose to hold the election. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
Okay, City Council?
Well, just for the record, last election was $20,000. Wasn't that the approximate cost?
Correct.
That's our estimate, yeah. Members of the public, comments or questions?
As a member of the Albany Board of Education, speaking for myself. Have you heard that enough? Good. I'm a little concerned about what's happening to our democratic process, and that the public doesn't have an opportunity to really hear the views of the candidates who are going to decide what happens in Albany. The candidates, I think, are fairly well known, so some people assume, I suppose, that they know the candidates, but I'm just concerned that we don't have more involvement by the public in our democratic process. We don't get a lot of people coming to council meetings unless it's about dogs or the waterfront. But there are a lot of other issues that affect their lives, and I'd just like to express my concern that the city of Albany and the citizens are not doing their job. I want to thank you for doing your job. I would suggest that maybe we have some candidate nights so that people can at least, if you don't have an election, at least you could have a candidate night where the people have an opportunity to speak to those candidates, question them. The League of Women Voters might be able to do something like that, or if you could find a neutral community service group that would sponsor them, I think that would at least restore some semblance of the democratic process in Albany. Thank you all for your service.
Thank you. Next speaker. Okay, back to the City Council.
Yeah, I had thought about this, and I know we had a letter asking for the candidates to run even if we didn't have more than what we have right now. But it's not just, to me, it's not just $20,000 that the city saves, but it doesn't change the outcome of the election, and I also know how much it costs time and money-wise for somebody to run for election. So I feel like if this is what's happening and there are 3 qualified candidates and nobody else has applied, that I feel it's important to save them time and money if also. People just don't realize how much time and effort it takes to run a campaign. And also this way, maybe it saves some negativity if sometimes that's happened in the past. And if somebody has issues that they really want to talk to people about, the ones that are being appointed, as if elected, they're here, and they certainly would be willing to hear people's concerns. So that's kind of why I'm willing to vote to just say, let's go forward without having the election.
Any other comments?
Well, I would agree with what Alan just said. It is sort of disconcerting that more people didn't want to run, or we don't have an election. I also agree that the legal justifications are there, and the practical justifications of saving $20,000 also make sense. I'm wondering if perhaps we could have some sort of candidates night or issues night might be even better to talk about some of the things that we're dealing with on council. I know that housing forum is coming up. That's one of our issues that we definitely need to discuss. But there's others. I've been trying to jump up and down about what will happen to Safeway if they decide to sell that store, which unfortunately is at least a possibility given the business climate. and other things, transportation, Measure D parking requirements. I would, if it was possible, I'd love to see the 20,000 spent on a series of issue nights. Could be done at the community center, and it could be. Yeah, well, whatever it would cost, but I mean, these could be done, and it would be a way of getting perhaps a little more public action on our political issues.
Michael, any comments?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that 2 years ago, the city council election was very contested. There were 7 people running for 3 seats, and as you know, Mr. Maris, the school board was not at all, because that was one we jokingly used to call an Albanian election, when you just walk on. Now, 2 years later, it's flipped. Now we have an Albanian election for council and a pretty hotly contested election for school board. So I don't know if there's a trend there or not. I'm just puzzled why that switched around. But I too found it disconcerting, and I beat the bushes pretty hard to try to drum up some more candidates for the election without any luck. So I don't know. I think we'll have to wait and see.
Is there a motion?
Sure. I move that we accept the resolution number 2014-75, a resolution of the Albany City Council providing for the appointment to the offices of this city that were to be elected on Tuesday, November 4th, 2014.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Roll call. Councilmember Atkinson?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnes?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Moss?
Yes.
Mayor Weil?
Yes. Okay, that passes unanimously. We'll go on to the next item.
Other business, reports on meetings attended, announcement of events, future agenda items.
I wonder if we could hear from Kim and also members of the fire department about Be the Match and the activities we've been involved in.
We did really well at Golden Gate Fields. We registered 18 new donors, and we raised $481 in tips alone. So we did really well. And we're going to do an event, well, we're going to join the Solano Stroll, have a table set up at the Solano Stroll too. So anybody that we want to thank the 2 of you for helping out. It was a lot of fun, and we enjoyed having you. And anybody that wants to help out at the stroll, we'd love to have you.
And do you want to say what this is all about then?
You're not familiar with Be the Match?
Well,
Okay.
for public who might be
Okay.
listening.
Be the Match is an organization that raises money to help bone marrow transplant patients, to help through the time that they go through the transplant, and also to get as many donors as they can into the bank that they have, so that we can find more chances to find matches for people that have any kind of bone cancer.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping.
Want to add anything?
I was going to say, the Be the Match Firefighter Challenge goes from the beginning of August through the end of September. So our goal, the Albany goal, is to get 500 recruiters. It's going to be a lot. And $5,000, raise $5,000. So we're on the way. Right now, we're the top fundraiser for all the groups.
Great.
So we did well.
Nice work.
Kim, there's an age limit on the donors, right?
Yes, it's 18 to 44.
Yeah.
You can donate or be a donor older, but you have to pay $100. That will be credited to the fund, the Albany group, if you do it. But they'll still accept you unless you have certain health problems. They have a bunch of questionnaire. If you are older than 44, you have to do it online. instead of just filling out the form.
I was a donor, and at a certain age, they won't take you anymore, or at least that's the, the letter that I got.
Oh, really?
At a certain age, they cut off.
Because
so-
we questioned about it, because the chief said he had a
Yes,
lot
that
of
chief.
friends that were older than 44, and could we do it? And they said yes, if we do it online.
That's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'll check again and let you know what, if they change their mind. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we have a couple of activities in September. Do you want to mention?
A lot of activities in September. We have a dinner with Albany on Saturday night, the 27th, and we have our Albany Local Week, the last week, and the week leading up to dinner with Albany, and then we also have our traditional concert series every Wednesday night in September at Memorial Park. So September is a big month.
Yeah, it sure is. And the Solano Stroll is 14th? Is that
Yes,
right?
2 weeks before dinner with Albany.
Yeah, busy month. Anything else? Alan, you want to come up?
Is this the time for someone to speak on items not on the agenda?
We don't really have good of the city tonight.
Oh.
Because this is a special meeting, there's no formal public comment period.
Well, can I just make an announcement? Sure. To work up your appetite for dinner with Albany, there's the Albany Triathlon in the morning. It starts at 8 o'clock at the high school swim center, aquatic center.
Okay. Another item in September then. And then also, we'll be closing our September meeting in memory of Bill Kane, who was a former mayor here. And just to let people know, we have a memorial service for him this Sunday at 1 p.m. at the Albany Community Center. Okay,
Also, we're not meeting on the 1st because it's a holiday.
right, so
we
it's
meet on the
Tuesday,
2nd.
September 2nd at 7:30.
Yeah.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you.